Okay, so thank you all for coming. Let me start by introducing everyone. We have Lieutenant McCormick from the Yonkers Police Department. He's a public information officer. I'm sure most of you know him. We have Bob Kelly, who is Chief Investigator here in the District Attorney's Office. We have Chief Hayes, who is going to be the Chief of the Bedford Police Department for about a day or two more. Yeah. He is now becoming the Director of our Westchester Intelligence Center. Commissioner Chuck Gardner from the Yonkers Police Department. My favorite, retired Chief Joe Del Bianco, who's the Executive Director of the Westchester Chiefs of Police Association. Chief Tony Tremolini from Croton. Chief Costanza from Tuckahoe. Chief McMahon from Yorktown, and Chief Austin, who serves this year both as the Chief of the Rybrook Police Department as well as the President of the Westchester County Chiefs of Police Association. So thanks for being here. And we're here today because we are announcing a new countywide initiative called tip411. We now have in place a system where any citizen throughout Westchester County can anonymously text a tip to their local police department. Anyone with a cell phone, with an iPad, with a tablet, with a computer can anonymously text a tip to their local police department. You know, as law enforcement professionals, every one of us knows and understands that in order to accurately and effectively perform our job, we do and we have to rely upon people in the community to accurately and timely report information to the police. We also know and understand that some people may be hesitant to become involved. So the system that we have put in place addresses all of those issues. The system allows people in the community who are closest to the ground and likely have intimate knowledge of what's going on in their community to anonymously text information, send a photograph, send a video to their police department. It also, the system we have in place, does not allow the police to identify the sender of that information unless, of course, the sender would like to be identified. The technology that we have chosen gives us all a win-win here. People get to participate in keeping their communities safe, and the police get to do their jobs. Here in Westchester, virtually every full-time police department is participating in tip411, and we've made it very easy for ordinary citizens to access the technology, whether through the Facebook page that is set up, by downloading the app, the free app. I did it myself yesterday. It took me literally 30 seconds to do. We all have cell phones, we all text, we all send photographs, we all send videos. We are now encouraging people in the community to do the same with respect to things that are going on in their neighborhoods, on their streets, in their buildings, with their local police department. The Yonkers Police Department smartly has been ahead of the curve. They have been using tip411 for the last, I think it's 4 years. Commissioner Gardner is going to talk about the value of tip411 and the successes that it's brought to his department. And I believe that Lieutenant McCormick is going to give us a demonstration so that you could see the ease with which people can now participate in keeping their communities safe and keeping their identities anonymous if that's what they choose to do. So, Commissioner Gardner.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon. You know, we've been utilizing the tip411 anonymous texting program in the city of Yonkers since 2010, and I can tell you from personal experience that the program works. You know, since that time, we've received hundreds of tips covering a wide range of illegal activity, including sex offender violations, wanted persons, narcotics, and gang activity. And these tips have resulted in the receipt of valuable intelligence that has enhanced our ongoing investigations, the recovery of illegal drugs, guns, and other evidence, the arrest of numerous individuals, and even the successful intervention of a suicidal mother. You know, this program, as the district attorney has mentioned, provides a forum for people who are reluctant to come forward, so they can now do so in an anonymous format. So it gives the individuals in the community an opportunity to provide information to law enforcement, which is a win-win for everybody. So I want to credit the district attorney, the Honorable Janet D. Fiore, for taking the lead in providing this valuable tool to law enforcement agencies throughout the county. And I do believe that this program will result in a more efficient and effective policing and ultimately help us reduce crime here in Westchester County.
Thank you, Commissioner. So I think we'll move to the demonstration now,
Sure.
and then we'll hear
Chief
from
Austin, if you could just
the
take a
chief.
step to your right, just on this one. Thank you very much. We're just going to show you a quick PowerPoint on how easy, as the DA says, the tip411 application is to use. There's numerous ways you can use it, and we'll kind of go through those steps now. So a Facebook page was created called Westchester Crime Tips. Like any Facebook page, you're going to see categories on top of the page that you can participate in. So the submit a tip is what you're looking for. So we obviously have a red arrow there. You would click on that. And the great part of this now, with all of Westchester County, or most of the county law enforcement agencies participating in this, you'll know by what town, village, or city you live in where you should be submitting your tip to. So you just click on the right, and you can be brought to that. So very simple, the categories. The what is the subject. Here we have suspicious person, location. It's going to be a specific address. It may be a street corner. It may be a known place that's within a town, village, or city. And then a description. They can type whatever they feel. Then we have just a little spam thing here that just lets people know. One quick thing that's great, we've had a lot of success with this, you can actually upload an image. People have taken pictures of a suspect doing something and send us those images. We've had those in Yonkers, and they've been great. And a video can also be done. Again, the spam code is put in, and they're basically going to submit an anonymous tip. The other ways is with your iPhone or Android device, you could go to your app store and download a specific app. So this app would be the Westchester County Crime Tips app. Again, you would submit a tip. Same information, you're going to select your group, the city, town, or village you live in, the subject, you're going to have the location, the details, and you're going to submit it. You can also, again, do a photo, however you want to send it. The traditional way of texting can also be used, even if you don't have the app, you're not on Facebook. You can take your phone out, you type in 847-411, and then you're going to use your keyword. In Yonkers PD, our keyword is YPD, and each town or village is going to have their own specific keyword. You're going to send your tip information in, and you're just going to hit send, and it's going to go right to the host agency that's going to be looking at your tip. Wanted to show you a tip that we recently received in Yonkers. This tip was sent in on October 20th, not too long ago. This was a narcotics location. I did have to redact some information due to investigative purposes, but again, this is great information that we can use. A specific location was given. They're talking about drug activity. We can send our investigators out, and they can start working it up for there. This particular tip, the person sent it, and they closed the tip. They didn't really want to talk back and forth. But as you see down at the bottom, reply to tip, we could actually type a reply and ask the person, are there vehicles involved? Is it a specific time of day? Do you have the person's name? You'd be surprised what people will send you. And